What's up guys, this is my first video of a new series where I'm going to be walking you guys through my journey of becoming a profitable trader as a 17-year-old trader. So I'm going to be doing trades on gold, which is XAU USD, XAU USD, Forex pairs like Euro dollar and the dollar yen. And throughout the series I'm going to be doing trade recaps, weekly predictions, news. Maybe once I get funded I'm going to record that as well. But as of now, today is Sunday, April 7th. So I'm gonna do a weekly forecast or weekly prediction for this upcoming week for the Forex pairs of Euro dollar and dollar yen. Today is Sunday, April 7th, 7:28 p.m. EST. So market has already opened for the Forex pairs. So I'm gonna do a weekly prediction for the Euro dollar and the dollar yen. So if we're on the daily chart here, we see that price recently rallied away from an area of discount PD array, and price rallied away from this area. What is it? 17253. Let's drop down the 4 hour to see where it rallied away from. So it kind of traded into a fair value gap that was formed on February 14th. And now price rallied away, made a big rally away from that, and then it retraced, and then it traded into something. Let's mark this out. If we look closely, it traded into a order block. Let me draw that out with the rectangle. So it traded into an order block from the high to the open from this candle on March 31st, and it rallied away from that. So price is going to go bullish for the next few days because it entered into a discount PD array, and I didn't tell you guys what I'm using, ICT concepts. And then we're using the Fibonacci retracement tool for ICT optimal trade entry. And you can see that it almost aligns with that, but it doesn't. But then there's also a fair value gap that needs to be filled in, which price already filled in halfway with the candle formed on Friday, April 5th. And let's see if we drop down to the hourly chart. We could potentially draw the fib from this swing low to this swing high because there was a major rally away from this swing point. And you can see that the fair value gap is in confluence with the ICT optimal trade entry of the 70.5 level. And we can see it trade higher for the next few days to maybe like fill in this liquidity void. Let's get the horizontal ray. This liquidity void in fair value gap, or this other liquidity void. But then there's also this fair value gap right here. Big fair value gap in there. And if we extend it all the way up there, you can see price trading down to it. But for the next few days, we could see on Monday maybe like a little retracement lower. Where's the bat? Little retracement lower to sweep these lows and then trade higher into that fair value gap to fill it in on the 1 hour chart. And now I'm on the dollar yen, and the weekly prediction for this upcoming week is leaning towards bearish, because if you go on the daily chart, you can see that there were equal highs that were created, which signifies sell side liquidity. So you could and I'm on the dollar yen now. So I'm on the dollar yen now, and the weekly analysis. So I'm on the dollar yen now, and the weekly prediction is leaning more towards bearish because there are equal highs that are created, which signifies buy side liquidity. So price can look to sweep these equal highs to pair with bearish sell orders to possibly fill in this fair value gap and liquidity void that was created on the daily chart. And if we drop down to the 4-hour chart. We can expect price to first fill in this fair value gap here, and then after that reach for these equal lows on the 4-hour. They're also equal lows on the daily charts too, relatively equal lows, which signifies sell side liquidity, and is also a PD array that price can trade into. So we can expect price it already opened, so it trade up and sweep those highs and then trade lower for these equal lows and to fill in that fair value gap as well as the liquidity void. Lastly, we're looking at the news for this upcoming week on Forex Factory. For those of you guys who don't know, this is very useful. Possibly every trader out there in the world uses Forex Factory for economic news and the economic calendar. So on Monday, let me check if the settings are correct. Just take this out. Just because I'm only trading the euro, the yen, and the dollar. Just go, and I'll just leave on the red folder and the orange folder because those are the ones that you really want to look for because they're high impact. So tomorrow, Monday, April 8th, there's no news, so price action will be mostly okay. So we can look forward to trade on Monday. On Tuesday, April 9th, there's also no news, so it's a green light to trade on Tuesday. Wednesday, there's CPI, so you want to stay away from CPI because this is a high impact news. It's red folder. And if you really wanted to take a trade, which I probably don't want to take a trade because volatility and price action is going to be really horrible after, you could probably wait at least like 15 to 20 minutes right after, so you can possibly look for a trade opportunity at like right after 8:45 to 8:50. But I want to stay away from Wednesday, April 10th, because there's CPI, which is heavy news, high impact news. Thursday, April 11th. Yeah, you also want to stay away from this because there's PPI and unemployment claims. You want to stay away from that. And the 12th, Friday. Friday is a green light, even though this is a red folder. You can still trade during this economic news. So for this upcoming week, you can, or for me, I would trade Monday and Tuesday, stay away from Wednesday and Thursday, and then I could also trade on Friday. So that concludes the first video of this series of becoming a profitable trader as a 17-year-old. And in today's video, we just went over the weekly prediction for the euro dollar and the dollar yen, as well as the economic calendar. And for the next few days, you guys should expect trade recaps from the euro dollar, dollar yen, and even gold, even though I didn't do a weekly prediction, but I'm leaning more towards gold. You guys probably will see more gold trade recaps because it's more volatile and moves more. Even though I didn't do a trade recap, not a trade recap, a weekly prediction, because it's unpredictable. You already know how gold goes. So for the next few days, you guys should expect that video. There will be a video tomorrow, hopefully. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.